This is Prometheus giving you another defensive tip. Actually, I got this defensive tip from one of my subscribers. His name is That Nash Boy. He basically suggested I go ahead and take a look at this blitz. Now, I labbed it, played a game, didn't really care for the blitz in the lab, and then I actually used it in a game, and I was able to go ahead and stop my opponent a couple times, get a couple sacks. So this is a really good defense to use, and the reason why I like it is because this defense comes stock with a lot of coverage, and it's stout against the run. So this is a defense that you don't have to make individual adjustments on defenders. It is a defense that's all global. So if you get the muscle memory down with the global adjustments, you can really cause your opponent a lot of problems. So let's go ahead and show you this blitz. It's out of the 34 odd, and it's the cover 4 Mike. Now, it's out of the 34 odd, and it's actually a blitz. It's called the cover 4 Mike. So it's the one at the very top. So basically, you got 2 outside linebackers doing purple zones, and then you got 4 blue routes, and you've got a yellow route over the middle, and you're basically sending 4 stock. Now, what's great about this blitz is that it's a cover 4. So if you guys aren't aware of this, but the safeties play run gaps, and that actually means that you got 9 guys that are going to be playing the run. So it should be fairly stout against the run stock. So you can use this as a base defense, run it a couple times, see what your opponent's doing, and if he gives a no huddle against you, you can jump into a blitz really quick. It's a very, very fast setup. Now, with this particular blitz, actually, I did a YouTube search for the cover 4 Mike out of the 34 odd, and I have found one other YouTuber that has a setup for this blitz. And actually, you can run this blitz in multiple different ways to get some pressure in. But recently, I've been labbing, and this is the most consistent way that I found to get pressure, so that you could do the adjustments a little bit different. The other YouTuber showed it is Jmellflo. Jmellflo. He's a fairly new YouTube channel, but he's a little bit smaller than mine, but he's growing exponentially, so he's going to surpass me fairly soon. But I want to go ahead and direct you to him because he's actually showed, I've seen a couple other blitzes from him that I've actually shown you guys before. So take a look at his channel. He's got some really good tips. Now, with this particular blitz, we're going to do all global adjustments. And what I mean by global adjustments is you're going to be using your left trigger, your right trigger, your left bumper, your right bumper, L1, L2, and you're making your adjustments that way. What's good about that is that you're not bouncing around on defenders or trying to go ahead and set up individual adjustments. You can do these adjustments very, very quick. So the first adjustment we're going to do is we're going to baseline our defense. Then we're going to spread our linebackers, and then what we're going to do is we're going to pinch our D line, and then we're going to go ahead and slant our D line out. The last thing we're going to do is we're going to blitz our outside linebacker. Now, you can do these particular, obviously get a baseline first, but you can spread your linebackers or pinch your line or do whatever comes faster to you. So you can interchange all of these different things. Now, the final thing you want to do is pass commit, and this is actually critical. You might want to actually pass commit right away, and the reason why is that if you pass commit, you're going to be able to make sure the pressure doesn't get tied up in any kind of play action. And then finally, you're going to use the yellow linebacker on in this particular image, and put him in the A gap right over the left guard. That way he actually comes down and the guard actually has to compensate for him. And then you should be able to get some pressure on the inside. So let's go ahead and see if we can run this against random plays and get the heat in. I'm going to be going against a computer, so they're going to quick snap me fairly quick. So here's the adjustment right here. As you can see, the pressure comes in, and that was from the first play of the play now. So basically what happens right here is I'm going to go ahead and make sure that I take my one defender right here and try to engage the line. I need to make sure the line cannot shift over, because then that's going to give me basically a 3-on-1. This tackle right now doesn't know what to do. He has to actually go ahead and compensate somebody. And in play action, as long as you pass commit, basically play action is going to get blown up. Now, as you can see, this offensive tackle gets stupid. I've actually got 2 guys coming in, so even if the running back was to pick up a block, you can see I get a crush right there. And that's how fast I set this up. I set this up against random plays against the computer on the first snap to be able to get pressure. And you can see right there the pressure gets right in. So once again, the pressure gets right in because this offensive tackle actually has to go ahead and preoccupy this other blitzer. That's where I get my Mike linebacker to be able to go ahead and get in and get past the play action. So it's imperative that I actually take my linebacker, my user linebacker, and engage this left guard. If I don't engage him, basically what's going to happen is they're going to go ahead and shift correctly and go ahead and pick up this blitz. So your computer needs to know that there's 6 guys coming when it really is only 5, and then you've got the pressure. Now, what's good about this particular blitz is that you can jump into it fairly fast. And if you shade your coverage up and down, then that's actually something you can do. Now, another thing with this particular blitz is you can flip it to the other side. So you got the pressure coming off the other side right there, so you can keep your opponent guessing where it's coming from. So once again, I'm actually going ahead and running this blitz against the computer in practice mode. So that's how fast I can set this blitz up. So you're not going to you don't really have to worry about getting quick snapped or quick hyped against your opponent and not be able to get the pressure up. And this is going to force him to block his running back, because if he doesn't block his running back, you're going to be able to get fairly easy pressure. Now, if he starts blocking his running back, then basically what you can do is you can blitz both sides. And that's a very fast and easy adjustment. And if you want to set that up in one step, you just blitz all, and then you just go ahead and manually, the one defender that you're going to go ahead and play the field with, you just go ahead and just manually go ahead and take them out. So you can go ahead and think about setting this blitz up with a cover 2 shell if you want to do the pressure off of both sides. That's a good way to go ahead and set this up. But this is universal pressure. It's definitely pressure that you can use against your opponent to keep them guessing, and it's highly effective. So I hope you guys like these tips. I hope you guys picked up from them. This is obviously thanks to Dat Nash Boy for actually providing this blitz to my channel, suggesting I take a look at it. It's definitely a good blitz to go ahead and throw into your scheme and have some kind of pressure, because nothing's more annoying than not having something you can defend against the run and still have coverage and being able to jump into a blitz very quick. So to my subscribers, thank you for your support, and until next time.